Hello, I'm Haris Kittos and I'm a composer, visual artist and a multidisciplinary artist, and I live in London. And I have written a piece for a MAHOROBA Ensemble, which they will premiere on 15th of March this year. I was lucky to meet Hidetsuro Honjo in London in summer 23 when I heard him performing live, which was an amazing experience. Then we met again in Tokyo a few weeks later during the Bonn Creative Festival, where I had a piece premiered with the ensemble Nomad. Then a couple months later, I was very excited to receive an invitation from Hidetsuro san to compose a new piece for MAHOROBA Ensemble. This was the first time for me to write a piece for a traditional Japanese ensemble, which was a very, very inspiring challenge. The title of the piece is hakanai, which means ephemeral in English, and I named it like this because I wanted to compose a piece about the ephemeral nature of everything, which is a topic that occupies a great part of my work in general. Ephemeral is, of course, is the nature of music itself and its fleeting moment. And the word in English, ephemeral, is actually of a Greek origin, based on the idea that everything is temporary, which is very important in Greek culture. So when I visited Japan for the first time, it really impressed me that it's also important in Japanese culture and way of life. So when I was there, something felt very familiar to my own background as a Greek person, despite the fact that our cultures are really quite different. And the composition of the piece was based on the unique sound, tuning and resonance of traditional Japanese instruments, especially the sawari effect of the samisen, which is the driving force of the piece. So the piece grows from the same simple gestures that are repeated, but always somehow differently. And why? Because it is impossible to repeat something exactly the same in the passage of time. Something starts new, young, fresh, and after time it gradually becomes older, used, wrinkled, or even detuned. But this wear and tear, as it is called in English, it is also something that has its own beauty. The journey and change are always unique, making us who we are, as we appreciate the ephemeral nature of our life and everything around us.